You see Remy in the mirror. Oh, so cute. God damn, how is someone this beautiful and smart? Hi friends, my name is flabbergasted by my makeup today. Took me a while, but I recorded it. So if you want the tutorial, it's on TikTok and it'll be on here tomorrow. Today's drink is a combination of kombucha guava goddess by GTS and Spindrift lemon flavored, neither of which has sponsored me. What's the deal, man? Someone, any drink company, please. And while I am neither greeting you, nor is it fall, I have graduated. What a transition, Frederic. So if you don't know by now, I've graduated. I'm gonna keep talking about that probably for the rest of my life. I went to NYU. I was class of 2022, technically, because I graduated in 3 years. I started in 2019. We're gonna talk about it. Also, I wanna let you all know before I start, thank you for all the support on last week's video. I thought no one would watch me anymore in general. Still going through that imposter syndrome. But on the lighter side, I finally built my PC. We will be streaming on Twitch now. You all keep asking me about my earrings. I link everything I'm wearing, including my underwear, in the description. And also, the seller of these do not make them anymore, so there's a dupe. But I consider these vintage now, and they're mine. So don't even try to find them. Also, this was custom. It's sewed on, so don't even try to find that either. And finally, some people have been asking me about subtitles. I know I have a good amount of people who are hard of hearing. If you didn't know, YouTube eliminated the option for y'all to contribute to subtitles for at least 2 years, I think.
Oh, Jesus. Gross.
Which was insane. I think they did it because some people started trolling, which yeah, they did it on my videos too, but it was in a funny way. And I still had control over it, but I wholeheartedly disagree with that decision. So thankfully, they've added the option to add subtitle editors, which is not the best solution, but basically if you want to do subtitles, I know a lot of you used to do them in different languages too, which first of all, thank you. I didn't ask anyone to do it. I didn't know so many people wanted to do it. We tried doing it with another third-party website. It didn't really work. It was too complicated for me to transfer all the files, and also I didn't have time because of college. But if you voluntarily want to do subtitles because you have this great passion to do them, by all means, provide your email in the comments. I will check. And this is the most important part. You have to use the email that is on your YouTube account because that is the account that will let you be a subtitle editor. Very complicated. So yeah, just let me know. Once again, this is up to you. I'm not telling you to do it. Some people like volunteering to do them. I thank you for that. I'm gonna answer some of your questions about what college was like for me. We're gonna talk about what happened at graduation. I vlogged it. So actually, cue the vlog first so you can at least see what happened.
The final day. Remy, it's the final day. We're almost done.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the last day of school, final day of graduation. I already had my tandem graduation, my own school's graduation on Monday. There's some pictures. That's the one I actually walked. This one is the big one where everyone joins together, and that's where Taylor Swift is. So I'm vlogging what y'all care about. Currently walking to Caroline's, because then we're gonna walk to Kiana's, and then we're all gonna go to Yankee Stadium. Did my parents come? No. They don't get to see me walk. They came to Monday. I don't think they want to sit for 5 hours at a graduation. That doesn't involve me. I also don't have my cap and gown this time because my parents took them home, but it's fine. I'm just gonna be a guest. She graduates next year. Say hi.
Hello.
Look at all that purple. Say hi. Well, technically I should be with Kiana, but
Oh my god!
I made it.
You made it!
No one cares if you wear it or not.
I've never been in a stadium this big. No, I don't think so.
The best lighting. How are you enjoying grad?
So far, you're here. I don't feel alone.
Yeah.
That's good.
I blame my parents for taking my cap and gown.
I'm excited. She's literally gonna be right there.
I know. Y'all, we're gonna get front row seats.
This is Disney music playing. We got the dog, $6 dog.
Look at them go. Woo! We are in the presence of royalty.
When's the opening pitch?
Is Taylor coming this close? Was she?
She's probably over there. They're gonna put her in the stands. Hey, Taylor, can you sit actually in the stands?
Another Ravenclaw, another Columbia.
We are the presence of royalty.
way Tana got no cheer. Oh, it already passed.
I love Tim! I love Tim!
Oh, we have a good logo. Wait, where? Go back to us.
Tandem School of Engineering.
Yo! Look at us! We look so good.
We look so good.
Best logo. Look at all those dentists. All those chickens.
Tisch School of Law. I want you to look at me and witness that anything is possible. That you can be black, that you can be gay, that you can be from the middle of nowhere chasing a dream that so many people told you that you would not achieve. You see, I was born and raised in a small town of Little Rock, Arkansas. As a black male growing up in the hood, I didn't see possibilities outside of poverty. I didn't see someone who was creative, and instead of selling drugs, they were selling art.
Look at her purse, her lips.
You have used the remarkable platform you earned to galvanize support for the Equality Act, to prevent discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. And you have spoken out, and you have supported initiatives to protect women and girls from harassment and sexual assault. You have donated significantly to victims of floods and tornadoes, for cancer research, literacy programs for children, and public education. You have fearlessly challenged the exploitation of music artists and successfully championed their right to be compensated for their work. Taylor Swift. Across the world for your unprecedented talent and accomplishment.
Yes, Andy.
Your authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts.
We had to kneel down.
As for me, I'm 90% sure the main reason I'm here is because I have a song called 22. Let me say to you now, welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. I'd like to thank NYU for making me, technically, on paper at least, a doctor. Not the type of doctor you would want around in case of an emergency. Unless your specific emergency was that you desperately needed to hear a song with a catchy hook and an intensely cathartic bridge section.
Engineer.
The School
She's
of
burnt.
Global Public Health.
Wait, show them.
She's burnt. Think about it.
By passing the university torch, the symbol of learning, from a senior member of our academic community to its most junior.
Look at mine, it's like...
Holding the university torch is S. Matthew Yao, Arthur Zittrain Professor of Bioethics in the School of Global Public Health. When President Hamilton confers your degrees, Professor Yao will pass the torch to the youngest baccalaureate member of the graduating class.
Oh my god, it's possible.
Evelyn Sheen-E Tsai, 19 years old. Will all the candidates please now rise?
It is now official. Congratulations.
People are doing it, they're throwing it.
I throw my hat.
You'll throw it? Whoa!
They got money.
That's where all our tuition went. We had 2 different graduations, so one for our school, Tandon, and then one for our whole university, NYU. So Tandon was on Monday, May 16th. It lasted from technically 1:30 to 10 p.m. because we had everyone graduating from 2022, 2021, and 2020 because of COVID. Those past 2 years didn't get an in-person graduation. And thankfully, I got to leave early because I was part of 2022. There was no way in hell I was waiting 9 hours without eating. When we walked up, our dean, I don't know what that means. I think it's like the head of the school, gave us a pin. There's my pin. It says NYU alumni. No fake diploma, by the way. Usually they give you a fake diploma. No, they just send you the real one in the mail. And they just hand you a little pin. And then you take a picture with the dean and then you walk away. The big graduation with Taylor Swift, we don't even walk. There's just too many people to do that, okay? So like, I don't blame them. That lasted from 9 a.m. to like 1 p.m. and it was in the scorching sun. I literally got sunburned. Like, you might be able to see it. Still recovering from that. Should not have makeup on. But it was all worth it because of Taylor Swift. And yeah, the speech was great. You should watch the whole speech. Did I record all of it? Of course. Was the recording already on the internet in better quality? Yeah, but I wanted it for myself. I wanted to live the moment. Her words spoke to me in an ethereal... I mean, all of her words speak to me in any song. If you don't know by now, I'm a diehard Swiftie. But a lot of you have been asking me, how did you graduate in 3 years, Frederic? What? I swear to God, I was watching you like just yesterday when you just got into high school. How are you graduating this soon? Time must fly. Like, I keep getting these comments of like, I just saw you come out of the womb. You were like just starting to walk. How did you graduate? I'm gonna provide a disclaimer to anyone outside of the USA. You might not understand what I'm about to say, but I know there's parallels with each country. So like, try to keep up, and if you don't understand, look in the comments. Maybe someone will explain. The school system, as cruel as it is, and I know it's very sensitive to talk about school right now, and to anyone who is in Texas, I'm sorry. The US is a special kind of messed up in the head. The US is a special kind of messed up, and I think my role is just to help people be entertained. I mean, I think that's what I do best at the end of the day. Obviously, there's resources in the description if you want to know more about what happened, if you want to educate yourself more on how to stop this stuff. There's a lot going on in our minds. I know it's probably a lot for you to deal with, especially if you're still a teenager. And I don't know if I want to create a video that adds to that feeling of doom scrolling, but also I don't want to turn a blind eye. So like, just know you can make change. You have to be proactive about it. You have to call people. You have to be an activist within your own community. This is a safe space for all of you. I love you all. It's a lot of negativity for a child to deal with, so I'd rather not have you all feel that way, because I think the point of my channel is to help you all feel positive, even if it's for like a few minutes. So if anyone is wondering like why I don't make a video talking about this stuff, that's not who I am. There are news channels already. I'm here to provide entertainment and laughter. Maybe. I don't think I'm that funny. But anyways, the US school system is kind of very complicated in the sense that you can take classes called AP classes, which means advanced placement in high school, which is grades 9 through 12, which is ages 13 through 17 maybe. Advanced placement means you are taking college level classes, which then means the difficulty is supposedly at the college level, which is not true. I feel like they are 10 times harder than college classes sometimes. AP Psych wasn't close to my psych classes in college. But basically, at the end of each school year, if you're in an AP class, you can take the AP test, which is trying to get you to see how well you know the curriculum. It's curved massively. I think in my calc class, if you got a 68, that counted as a 4, and it's graded on a scale of 1 to 5. So 5 being the best. I think you'd have to get literally all the questions wrong to get a 1. So it's not that hard. And in my opinion, those are the most important classes for you to focus on because those help you save money. Because if you take those AP classes and you score at least a 4 or a 5 or whatever minimum number your college requires for it to count. For example, at NYU, if you take an AP physics class and you get a 4 or a 5 on the test, you don't have to take a physics 1 or 2 class at NYU. For me, it was required because I was at Tandon. It's the engineering school. Don't ask me why I was in engineering. That is a whole other video. We're gonna talk about the truth of NYU, all the classes eventually. This is more about graduation. Not every AP class you take will be accepted by NYU because the major you go in gives you certain amount of classes. If I took AP music theory and I'm in an engineering school, it's not gonna count towards a specific class. It's gonna count as a free elective. So basically, I took enough AP classes to get 12 credits worth at NYU, which is around $72,000, I think. Because each class is around $6,000, I think. Is the mathing? Oh my god, no. Each class is around $6,500, pretty sure. I got 3 classes worth of AP credits, so I saved $1,800. That's a lot. An AP test costs $100 to take. Do the math, you're saving a lot. I also took the max credits each semester. So usually you take around 18 credits. That's around 4 to 5 classes depending on how many credits are worth each class. Some are worth 3, some are worth 4, 2, 1, you know. 4 being, it's gonna be a more difficult class than a 1 credit class. I took 2 summer classes. I took a winter class too. At one point I was taking 22 credits worth. So I had to ask my advisor, hey, am I allowed to do this, please? Can you give me a waiver so I can do this? Because you're not allowed to go over 18. You have to specifically get your advisor to tell you you can go over 18 actually. So that is the big secret of how I got to NYU. I just jammed a bunch of classes, y'all. It's actually pretty common. My other friend Kiana did it. We graduated the same year. She's in all of the vlogs. My sister did it too. She went straight to pharmacy school after her 3rd year. I think someone did it in 2 years at NYU this year. So like, be cautious when you're thinking about classes to take in high school. It could save you a lot of money in college if you don't want to be in college all 4 years. Or just want an easier semester. Some people can take 5 credits a semester. On to some questions y'all had on Twitter. After school pastime / hangout places. My house, my apartment. I spent half my year, literally half of my college years online because of COVID. In the 2nd semester of my freshman year, COVID happened because it was March 2020 actually. And then I was able to be in person this year. No, we didn't get a discount. I don't think any college did that. At least NYU didn't. And do I regret not taking a gap year? No, because I wanted to get out of college as fast as I can to focus on YouTube and my personal life. And I got an easy A on all the classes I hated. I had to take physics. I had to take coding classes that were so much easier online. Favorite memory of college? Definitely was in freshman year. Freshman year was so innocent and like just fun because I was meeting so many new friends. I had a great friend group. I finally found my people, so to speak, because they weren't white. Y'all know I've had like this relationship with being Asian American and like finally I'm able to just admit it and be proud of it. But in Charleston, South Carolina and also South Jersey, it's just full of white people, y'all. No offense against them, obviously, but it's kind of sad when you can't be with like other Asians and relate to your Asianness. So when I got to NYU for the first time, I saw this 2 people who were internationally Chinese because a lot of people are international at NYU. I think 25%. They were speaking Mandarin and I was like, oh my god, y'all speak Chinese too. I literally said that in Chinese. I think I said like, 你可以说中文. And that's cringy. That's like actually cringe. You are a freshman, Frederic. You are an adult and you said that to other people. What do you do? You're in New York City. Like what? Why would you say that? That's like common sense. Yes, other people speak Chinese. They looked at me weirdly, never spoke to me again. I don't blame them. That's just a memory that I still remember, but my favorite memory was when I swapped my rooms with my friends. So I was with Kiana, everyone else went to the library, and both of us were in our friend's room, Caroline. That was like the hangout spot. And we just thought, instead of doing our homework, why don't we swap the rooms? So Caroline had a roommate and they were on separate sides, like most college dorms. So we took every detail from each side. There's a TikTok of it. We took every detail of one side of the room and then swapped them. Okay, so our two friends in this room right now are gone for the night, and we decided to do a room flip. So we're gonna start with the drawers first. Drawers are done. Let's do the beds. Minor setback, we spilled a lot of water. Beds have been swapped, and now we're gonna do the top shelves. Her cord won't fucking butt. Wait.
Did I get it? Did I get it?
Oh, you got it! Switched all of the desks together and the drawers. Now we gotta take off all the lights, tapestries, and everything on the walls.
Frederic, we did it. We made it.
Only her tapestry, and then we're done. And we're done.
I think you did a good job.
Me too. We did make a penis light, by the way. Overall, we made it better. Let's see the reaction. Including everything in the desk, including the way the cables were managed, the decorations, the posters on the wall, and they never swapped them back. It took us an hour or two to do it, but that was our proudest moment. We even swapped the beds. Did you join in clubs? No, I don't care to. Well, I do recommend joining clubs because they're actually kind of cool in college. Way better than high school ones. I just didn't. I think I tried to join the gaming club, but then I was like, I don't really game that much. Like, they were competitive, and like, I'm good at some games, like CSGO and TFT, but I didn't have time to game in college. So please join them. We did try to join this sorority, and we got rejected because they're very selective. I think they selected 2 people in our semester that we tried to join, or rush. Sorry. But we did that because we felt FOMO, and then I had to realize, oh my god, I hate the idea of fraternities and sororities. Full offense to people who are in them. I don't like Greek life. I don't think it's necessary. By definition, I'm pretty sure they're all cults. What kind of classes/courses did you take to achieve your major? I'm gonna get into this in another video that's specifically talking about all the classes I took, because we're gonna discuss the work I did and show you all my designs. But in short, my major is IDM, which is Integrated Digital Media, which is now renamed as Integrated Design and Media, I think. It's at Tandon School of Engineering. Technically, because I get a Bachelor's of Science. The same major is at Tisch School of Arts, because that makes more sense probably, and it's called IMA. They're just variations of each other. There's like 10 different variations of each major. So within each school, you have your required classes, the gen eds within each school. So for Tandon, you have the college essay 1 and 2, and I had to take a physics class, I think 2 physics classes. You had to take a math, but I exempted because AP Calc BC, absolute hell. Got a C+, but I got a 4 on the AP test. So it was worth it. Worth the pain. I had to take 2 coding classes, I think, maybe 3, just because it's engineering and I don't remember any of the code. But thankfully, I got to focus down the design path, so I was able to minor at Steinhardt, which is like a school of a bunch of different things. I think it's mainly arts, and I minored in digital art and design. So I got to take printmaking. I took photography, I took, painting, like all these different things, design 101, really fun classes. That was the better half of my semester. And if you're wondering, how do I find this out? You look it up. Don't ask me, don't ask your advisor. You have to figure this out on your own. That is the tough love that college gives you, because your advisor 9 times out of 10 won't tell you what to do. And also, I don't think you want to apply to a school if you don't know what you're going to take. So like, research. Take the time to research. You're literally paying for your future, so like, you don't want to just willy-nilly it. What kind of assignments have you done? I did a poster as my final project. It's currently lost in the art building. I want it back because it was a sunflower poster and I spent a lot of time on it. I made a skincare brand from scratch, part of my branding class. I had to do a photography, like portfolio. I had to design a deck of cards from scratch, my own icons and everything. It was like really weird assignments, but like they're actually kind of fun. And then for coding, it's like make a website. How often have you experienced burnouts during working on assignments for digital media classes, and how do you cope with them? I didn't really cope with them. I kind of just let them fly by, but like I will say I was able to get all my assignments done besides this year, because at that point I was like, I've already applied for graduation. If I don't submit these assignments, I still pass. So like, do I care? No. And if my professor is watching, I am so sorry. I was just in a bad mental state at that point. I was so unmotivated, very unhealthy. So I'm in a better place now. But other than that, I was able to submit in all my assignments. Just like this year, I kind of fell behind towards the end. How do you cope? You find a good friend group to motivate you, or you just get in the habit of being healthy again. I started running again. I started eating healthier again, getting enough sleep. It is amazing what those 3 things can do to your life. Like literally, they change your life. And I know people are saying, oh my God, but it's so hard to do it. Well, I can't help you with that. You have to motivate yourself. I just had to eventually be like, listen, I'm so disappointed with myself. I feel disgusting not doing stuff, so I rather do stuff. It might not be the healthiest thing to beat yourself up until you motivate yourself, but like that's how it works for me. If I know I'm procrastinating and being lazy out of pure boredom and just not wanting to do stuff, if I'm not physically impaired and I actually can't move, I just tell myself there's no reason for you to be slacking. What was your favorite / least favorite assignment you've ever had to do for college? My least favorite was coding those websites. Favorite was probably doing that poster. That was just like a hobby. And I can't show it, but like it looks like that basically. Any tips or advice for students going to college? I've made a video about that a long time ago. You're gonna have to find it. It's like, I'll link it here. Biggest tip though, please find a good friend group. Like that can change a lot for you. Also, just, you gotta learn to adult. Like your roommates are gonna be the best. You have to learn how to fold your clothes, do your own laundry, eat your own food, cook your own food, go shop for yourself, go get groceries, like manage your time by yourself. Your parents are gonna be there to spoon feed you. And if they did spoon feed you throughout your life, I'm not sorry for you. It's hard to pity someone who has been spoon fed. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. But I have seen enough people who initially get into college and they're like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Well, you should have learned. You should have. Google is free. And this is not like trying to make friends. Like that is obviously there's like introverts, there's anxiety as a factor. I'm talking the basics. Like, do you know how to use the rice cooker, man? Can you microwave without burning the microwave? What was your favorite class you ever took in NYU? There's 2. Visual Foundation Studio with Sally Thurber, who is so funny. She just basically taught you the basics of design principles, or motion graphics, because that's when I started to do animation. I haven't shown you the projects, but just know I have 2 animated films in my back closet. I just haven't brought them out yet. How was the Taylor Swift speech? Immaculate. Did you ever go to any college parties, and what will you miss the most from college? I'm not a partier. If you know me personally, I hate being around like really big groups of people who I don't know. While I may seem like someone who's social, I'm social around the people I care about and want to care about. If I don't know you personally, or I don't want to know you personally, I'm not gonna want to be there. And yeah, like most college parties, like yeah, they're gonna drink, probably do drugs, and it's like, that's not my type of thing. Not something I actively search for, if that makes sense. Like I also just think NYU doesn't have that party culture as like maybe public universities or state schools, because we don't have a campus. We don't have dorms, y'all. Like the dorms are tiny. The RAs, they'll probably get you. They have gotten us, okay, for doing nothing, by the way. I'd rather get my diploma first before I trash NYU. But I'm not saying you shouldn't go to parties, because like you can have fun. I have had a lot of fun with just like my group of people, which were like less than 10 people. You can make your own party. A party is just more than one person, in my opinion. So like, go wild. You don't have to think about frat parties, because like, ew. Why? The bathroom? Just think about the no. Someone regurgitated? No. Ew. Okay, listen. I've done that for my friends. I'm not doing that for a stranger. Especially during COVID? No. That's also a thing. Like, I think college parties died because of COVID. So, yeah. They'll probably be back ×2 now that people think that the pandemic is gone. Literally, my parents got it last week, so like, there you go. What will I miss most from college though? Honestly, I do miss some classes, just because, whatever. Just because you had access to like art buildings and big printers and paint and like so many materials, and it forced you to learn and do stuff. Now that I've graduated, I have to force myself to do things, you know? Like, if I don't do anything, I don't learn. And I'm not done learning. I want to still learn like crocheting and like little other hobbies and stuff, but I can't take a class on that. I have to pay to do that. And that just feels so different from college, which like, yes, you're literally paying as well. But I don't know, like $150 for a crocheting class? Like, I'm just gonna use a YouTube video. I can't be bothered. I miss being forced to learn fun things. That's what I miss. How does it feel now that you've finished? You have so much free time. How are you gonna spend it? Well, I mean, that's a perfect last question, by the way. That was the last question. I didn't time that. I feel great. I have never felt better. Like, literally, I can't tell you how much I wanted to leave college. I've talked about this a little bit, but like, I always felt like college was holding me back in terms of YouTube and just being myself, because couldn't paint. Always told myself, you don't have the time to make the best videos. I feel like my audience doesn't like me as much because they don't like college Frederic as much as high school Frederic, which I now know that isn't the case because like the views show I can be consistent if I make good quality content even during college. I think just mentally I convinced myself that because I'm in college, because I'm in a small dorm, this is not a dorm by the way, this is an apartment, but like when I was in those dorms, I just couldn't be my true self because I was thinking about my roommates, when they're gonna come in, like when's my next class. Literally could not paint at all, and if I was painting, it wasn't good quality painting videos.
Why does it meow? Why is it crying? Remy, can you talk to your sister? Go on, sit down.
But I beat myself a lot just for feeling like I'm disappointing my audience, y'all, just because I was like, ugh, I don't want to do painting videos because I feel like they're gonna keep me in this box. But in reality, I feel like I was keeping myself away from being truly happy and like doing the videos I really want to do just because I was trying to convince myself my audience is just gonna forever want me to do that stuff. Like, I hope you all know I genuinely enjoy doing painting videos the most. I think you can tell in those art videos and in my beauty and commentary, obviously. Any topic I'm passionate about in general, I have the most fun doing that. When I'm doing college videos or like vlogs about school, it wasn't that entertaining. Like trying on Target stuff, which I'm doing soon, that was so fun. And I guess I try to like prove myself or force myself out of that box saying like, no, I can do college videos. I can be a college YouTuber, even though I didn't want to, I didn't care to. If I really wanted to, I would have busted out those NYU weekly vlogs, but I don't care to do that. I'm looking forward to going back to, maybe y'all can call it old Frederic, but in my mind, I say it's true Frederic. That's a stupid phrase. I'm looking forward to doing things that make me the happiest. So that is painting, that is expressing myself in whatever way that means, whether it's makeup, whether it's talking about things I'm passionate about, or just painting. And also for the longest time I was saying to myself, you aren't talented enough to make these videos. Like, how am I gonna make these amateur painting videos of recreating Minecraft things that have already existed, which are also a rendition of an actual painting. Painting a basic sunset on a graduation cap, which is still my most iconic video because of views, but like, you know, I just thought like, it was just the sunset with the New York City skyline. How is that even good, Frederic? Why do you even deserve these views? I don't know. I don't think y'all come to see amazing painting. I think y'all come to see who I am more. I don't think people expect me to be Van Gogh, but I expected me to be that. If that makes sense. I was thinking like, I don't deserve these views or the attention because I'm not a talented painter, I'm not an artist, because I felt like I never did anything original. But I now know that I can do that stuff because I did it in college. I had so many things that I was proud of that I haven't shown you all. 2 animated films, y'all, from scratch, through Procreate, hand-drawn. They're both a minute 30, but like, that's a lot of frames still. And it only took me until this year when my professor, who was part of my senior project, told me, Frederic, your animation style, don't compare that to someone else. He said, the way you talk about your style makes it seem like you don't think it's deserving. And I didn't realize the way I talked about it could even come across that way so quickly. Because I specifically said, I do animations that are more sketchy and less detailed. And then he said, well, why does it have to mean that? Who said that was lesser than? So that gave me a lot of perspective. It made me realize I was just holding myself back. I didn't want to do painting videos inside because I thought if I do this again, people aren't gonna think I'm good enough. Especially on that art video of when I did like the digital art for 30 days in a row and I did 1 drawing a day and I eventually finished with the Studio Ghibli one. People still thought I faked that. There is little proof that I didn't. But even then I thought that wasn't something original, Frederic. That is a screenshot of a movie that you just learn how to recreate. You're good at replicating things. You're not good at making things. And that phrase just lingered in my head. And hey, Misa, stop screwing with my screwdriver. You don't get this anymore. So if I could actually give you some tips on college, have that perspective of you out. Don't try to get imposter syndrome. Don't, if you're an artist or a designer, or if you're doing anything creative, which I'm assuming all of you are, it is so easy to compare yourself to other people, especially your work, because you will be surrounded by other students who are extremely talented. But just remember, you are on your own pace, you learn at your own way. They probably learn stuff different than you. There are so many different circumstances. Some people might have taken classes. I self-taught all of this stuff. So it's like, yeah, of course I might be behind because I'm still learning. So that's the beauty of it. You don't get to stop learning. I'm done. I can finally take this shirt off. I don't have to wear it ever again. But that is all I have for you all. I'm so sorry if you can hear me. So she's scratching my dresser right now. I hope you all like this video though. Leave a comment down below about what this year was like for you, because I'm assuming you're all out of school now, right? Subscribe for more videos every week, and as always, I love you all, and everything is less than 3. Hi, Remy. Oh my god. Do the kitty dance. Kitty, kitty, dance, dance, kitty, kitty, dance. Okay, you're done.